Hi there. This video is not going to be really long because we're just going to get into registering a domain name for your website. The main important thing in registering a domain name for your website is just basically making sure that keywords of your product or service or whatever exist in there. Unless you have an established brand and you can get that domain name, you may just be looking to register something that is descriptive of your name or product. Now, one of the things that's really easy to do with this is to do a search. And for example, in this case, what I've done is I've searched for sheep herders, and you can see there's a lot of sheep herders that were searched for. So that is kind of irrelevant to anything. It's just a couple of words. So I'm going to check that domain out, sheepherders.com, and I can see that sheepherders.com is already taken. So if I back up and put a hyphen in between sheep and herders and try that, let's see, hyphen there and go, and we can see that that's available, and that's available for $13 a year on Godaddy. Now, I use Godaddy. You can use any service you want. I'm actually going to give you a link to Godaddy down below, and if you use that link, I'll make a few cents or something off of your registration. The one thing that I do want to caution you about, and I think almost all registrars do this, when you go to register a domain name, as you're going through the process, they're going to have boxes automatically checked. You just uncheck every box they have checked as far as adding you additional services. You don't need to buy emails. You don't need to buy this. You don't need to buy the other. If it says on the front page it's $12.99, it should say that by the time you get to the end of the shopping cart. And if not, just keep backing up until you figure out why it didn't. They're going to try and sell you 5 years. They're going to try and sell you the .NET extension, etc., etc. Okay, honestly, that's up to you. But for the most part, if I wanted to get sheepherders.com, I would go through this process, and at the end I would want to be sure that it was $12.99 plus whatever the tax and icon fee or whatever it is, ICANN or something like that, that International Association of Domain Names or something that goes with that. But anyway, at the bottom line is it would be pretty close to this. I mean, if you get a bill for like you get a checkout cart that says, do you want to pay $54? Well, you've added something that you maybe don't need. Anyway, that's a quick primer on getting a domain name using Godaddy. You can get a domain name with any registrar that you decide to get. GoDaddy's pretty good because of its search functionality. I'm going to put sheep herders in here. We already know that's taken. But I want to show you that they also have variations you might consider that are unused names. What I find interesting is they don't have sheep herders without the hyphen here. And you can see that my recent search for sheep herders is there. So you can expand on that search, and you can keep expanding on that search and see if you find something you like in here. I have found some pretty good domain names using the variations portion of this, and you might find something you really like too. So anyway, that's enough about the domain name. At a later point, I'll get into a video where you can go ahead and search the website, if this is already all put together now, about connecting your domain name to your server. Another important thing I want to point out is just because you have a domain name registered on GoDaddy, it doesn't mean that your server has to be on GoDaddy. The domain name sits on a server or a registrar, and even though the company can also be a registrar and as well as a hosting company, you're not required to keep that domain name in that company. So that domain name will point to anywhere, and we'll get into that in a later tutorial. And I hope this has helped you. If it has, please comment, rate, subscribe. I love thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up if you can, and we'll catch you in the next video. Thank you.